Hello and welcome to Tobysblogs. Today we're doing another historical video, and today we're going to be looking at Adolf Hitler versus Joseph Stalin. So, following on from the video yesterday about Adolf Hitler, I thought I'd do a video about Adolf Hitler versus Joseph Stalin, leader of the Deutschland, the Third Reich, Nazi Germany, and on the other hand, leader of the Soviet Union in Russia. And both are going on at the same time, so are both in power at the same time. So I thought it'd be good to compare these two evil dictators with each other. So we did Adolf Hitler yesterday and said a lot of stuff about that, so it's been more focused on Stalin today, but also comparing the two. So Joseph Stalin, as I said yesterday, very, very evil person. He wanted to get his power through terror. He didn't like people who got in his way, and he wanted to kill people, wanted to have a reign of terror. He wanted people to fear him, to get him in power, to keep him in power. Stalin did a thing called the Great Purge, or also known as the Great Terror, which lasted from 1936 to 1938. It was a great purge of the Communist Party, government officials, army officers, which led to the imprisonment and execution of all of these. So it's like Hitler in a way. He wanted to get rid of all his political opposition, got rid of them all. Anyone who didn't like him, or he kind of or said anything against him, or anybody who had a slight inclination that they weren't communist or supported the party, then he was going to kill them. The biggest operation was the Kulak operation, with 669,929 people arrested. Out of those, 376,202 were executed. So that's a lot out of that chunk of people arrested. Most of them were executed. And it is thought that 1.2 million people in total were killed. All because didn't like Stalin or said anything against him. He also manipulated evidence. If someone didn't like him, he manipulated the evidence so that this person looks guilty and that person gets arrested and that person gets executed. It's like, I don't like you, let's try and do something to get him. I don't want him, just do anything you can to get rid of him. And they manipulated the evidence so that person looks guilty and that person gets arrested. That's how it is. It wasn't just officials that got killed, also they killed many Poles, people from Poland. It says Poles on Wikipedia, that's what I put here. Poles, Germans, Koreans. About 144,000 Poles were executed. Americans who came to escape the Depression, the Great Depression, were over here, killed. Just got rid of. That's horrible, isn't it? They come to escape something that's really nasty, and then just rounded up, killed and executed, got rid of them. No, we don't want the Americans here. In total, in this Great Purge, this Great Terror, this horrible terror, with thousands of people being killed, for no good reason really, that's 700,000 people were executed in this terror. So, going on from that, Stalin personally signed 357 lists of people to be arrested. Out of the there was 40,000 people arrested in those lists, and 90% of them were shot. So that's a lot of those people that he personally signed those death warrants, those arrest warrants, and 90% of them died. And this is another evil quote that you need to hear that I got from Wikipedia, which is really, really horrible. This is what Stalin said personally when signing these death warrants.
Who is going to remember all this riffraff in 10 or 20 years' time? No one.
You know, it's really horrible. During the purge of terror, lots of other people were killed. Ordinary people, citizens of Russia, workers, priests, peasants, homemakers, teachers, musicians, soldiers, pensioners, ballerinas and beggars. So everybody was on the verge of being killed. I watched a documentary about Stalin, and he basically said, kill. But this town, kill all of them. This town, kill all those. Like saying, like, how many people will be executed? Or we haven't executed enough, kill another town. You know, it's like that. Horrible reign of terror. And it was called by a historian the reign of terror. It was horrible. Like, people just die, just kill them all. I don't care about them. Kill. And it was quite horrible. But when I was researching this video, I noticed a lot of similarities between Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin. There's a lot of similarities between the two. The way they approached things, the way they did things, the way they killed people. There are very much similarities. Both eliminated their opposition. Well, of course, that's a kind of clever thing to do, isn't it? Adolf Hitler got rid of them all in one night. Stalin also eliminated anyone who opposed him. Became supreme power. So he manipulated his way in. He was a reign of terror. And I told you yesterday that when he died, he collapsed on the floor, had a heart attack. The phone was ringing, ring. There's someone outside. His secretary wanted to come in, but she wouldn't dare come in unless he said she could come in, because she could die. He could kill her. And people were so afraid of him and his reign of terror that when he was laying on the floor with having a heart attack, no one would dare enter his office on fear of being killed. And Stalin had a heart attack, he wet himself, and he died because nobody would help him, because they were so afraid of him retaliating and killing them. So that's Joseph Stalin. Moving on to Adolf Hitler. Okay, so Adolf Hitler's death toll in relation to him is far much bigger than Stalin's. But 5.5 million Jews were killed, and 19.3 million prisoners of war were killed. You're not really meant to kill prisoners of war, are you? Well, Nazis are a bit crazy, aren't they? Adolf Hitler took Austria, Czechoslovakia, Poland, France, Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, Luxembourg, Belgium, and had alliances with Italy, so he kind of took that as well. And he had an alliance with Japan. So he had a lot of land, a lot of places to cover. What did he do with that land? He filled them all with concentration camps. So, a lot of concentration camps spread across a wide area. One of the most famous ones in Poland, Auschwitz. So, he had a wide area, lots of people to kill. But you can say that Russia's really huge. So, maybe he had a lot of people to kill there, but wider area, not so much control maybe. But a lot of Jews killed, and if you watch documentaries about them, it is horrific and disgusting. And but then Hitler never signed anything to do with killing the Jews. So, but Stalin did sign warrants to kill people. So on that hand, Stalin can be made personally responsible for those deaths because he signed them. Whereas Adolf Hitler, not so much, because we haven't got any written confirmation that he said kill them. But still, I can't really say that Hitler killed 5.5 million Jews. You can say the Nazi Party, as a total, killed those Jews. It's not like, yes, he's the head, he's the one who said yes, do it, but you know, it's more of a group with these Nazis and Hitler. It's more of a group. Well, Stalin was probably with a group as well, but he was like kind of the crazy dictator on top. Also, it's another thing I want to talk about, that Hitler and Stalin actually had an alliance together, and actually came together at one point. Hitler, his views on things, he absolutely hated communists, absolutely hated Jews. Hitler, what thought in his head, I want to take Russia. I don't like communists, I hate communists, I need to get into Russia. I need to invade Russia to wipe out the communist stronghold, because that's like basically the biggest communist country in the world. Need to get in there, need to get those communists. And so how do you think I can do that? I can go, but I can cross across Germany into Poland and into Russia through that way. But I can't do that on my own. I need an alliance. So who did he make an alliance with? He made an alliance with Stalin. Stalin thought, ooh, got all these countries and things, and I thought, good army. Yeah, I'll make an alliance with him. And so Stalin stupidly made an alliance with Adolf Hitler. Stalin took one half of Poland, and Adolf Hitler took the other. So now they've got Adolf Hitler's got one half and Stalin's got the other. And then what happens next? Oh dear! Then Adolf Hitler goes against the agreement, takes the whole of Poland and starts invading Russia. See, it's a really funny thing I love about that story, is that Stalin is so stupid. Then he goes, oh yes, I'll just accept your thing, I'll invade half of Poland. Then like Hitler just takes it as a stepping stone, crosses, invades the whole of Poland, and then just invades Russia. So it was a stepping stone, and manipulated Stalin in the process, which was pretty stupid because he was an idiot. And then because of Germany invading Poland, British got involved, England got involved in the war, and then the rest is history. But then Stalin then went into a alliance with us, the British, and into our alliances, our side, and joined the alliance. And then that means when we won the war, that when Germany was split up, Stalin was given a chunk. And I think, looking at all the stuff I've talked about, Stalin and Adolf Hitler are basically as bad as each other, really. Bad as each other. I think Stalin's is a bit worse because of his killing for no good reason. At least Adolf Hitler had a reason. And also Adolf Hitler did also do a lot for his country, which I do not think Stalin did so much. I'm not sure, because I don't know much about Stalin. So I think Adolf Hitler was the better one of the two. They're both evil bastards, okay, so we'll just say that. But like, I think Adolf Hitler was better of the two. I think there's more terror going on. But then again, Nazis. But the problem is it's hard to argue between the two, because Hitler is with the Nazis. It's a group of people. The Nazis did absolutely disgusting, horrible atrocities. So in that respect, the Nazis would be worse than Stalin. But if we're looking at Adolf Hitler and Stalin, I would think that Stalin's worse than Hitler. The Nazis are just absolutely disgusting. You hear some stories about this one man who escaped. Actually, he didn't get killed. He lived and died in Argentina. But he loved experimenting on Jews, sewed their backs together, sewed bits and bobs together. It was disgusting. But he got away, which is horrible. It's more like Stalin did have an alliance with North Korea, so they're kind of following the same kind of. North Korea's kind of the same like that. Anyone says anything against him, kill. And China was like that as well. So all these communist countries saying anything against the government, die, kill you, goodbye. It's like that, isn't it? That is Adolf Hitler versus Stalin, and I think Stalin's worse than Hitler. But it's hard to argue, as I said, because of Nazi Party and everything like that. So that is my video. Hope you enjoyed this historical video, and I hope you've learnt something about Adolf Hitler and Stalin today. So if you'd like to see more historical videos, I'm really enjoying doing them. Please leave a comment below what topic you would like me to talk about. A period is very wide to look at, so if you've got an individual topic you want me to talk about, then that would be fantastic. Okay, so see you guys, and I hope to see you in another video. Thank you.